paper 2. So it's supposed to be G.C.E. Now, let's proceed. Question on cell is saying figure 1.0 shows a plant cell. So we have this plant cell, right? This is our plant cell. Okay. So the first question is saying, question A, Roman numero 1, it says, name the parts labeled A, B, C, and D. So A, B, and C. Okay, they want us to identify this part sign. So part A, this is our what? This is our vacuum. Part A, this is our vacuum. Okay, this is our vacuum. Then part B, this is our what? Nucleus. This is our nucleus. Then part C, this is our what? Cell membrane. Yes, cell membrane. So this is our cell membrane. Are we together? Okay. Then maybe for sake of revision, we can put some other parts. Okay, this part is what? This one is what? The cell. This is our cell. Then what about this? This is what? The chloroplast. The chloroplast. Okay? Then this is what? Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. For the sake of revision, right? Okay? Now let us proceed. Okay. Now maybe for the sake of revision, we can go through the function of this part, right? Okay? So we have our vacuole. The function of the vacuole, it is to store what? Cell sub solution, which is salt and sugar what? Solution. So the function of the vacuole, it stores what? Cell sub solution. Then cytoplasm, it's a site where all cell activities takes place. Right? That's the function of the cytoplasm. Then chloroplast, it contains chlorophyll, which traps sunlight energy needed for what? Photosynthesis. The function of the chloroplast contains what? Chlorophyll, which traps what? Sunlight energy needed for photosynthesis. Then the nucleus controls all cell activities. Right? Nucleus controls all cell activities. Then the cell protects the inner parts of the what? Plant cell. Right? It is the one which protects the inner parts of the what? Cell. It will be quiet. Then the cell membrane. The cell membrane is what? Selectively permeable, which allows some solution to get in and out of what? The cell. Right? Okay, the cell membrane allows some solution to get in and out of the what? Cell. Are we together, guys? Okay. So now let us look at question Roman number 1 of A. It's saying, what is it saying? Name the parts labeled A, B, C, and D. Okay? So, solutions. Okay. Solutions. So, Roman number 1. What is our A, guys? What is our A? A is what? Vacuum. Okay. Then what is our B? Nucleus. Yes, nucleus. Then what is our C?
Cell membrane.
C is what? Cell membrane. Yes, cell membrane. Cell membrane. Are we together, guys? Okay, so these are the answers to the first question. Okay, let us look at Roman numero 2 of question A. Roman numero 2 of question A, guys. Saying what? Name the organ in the plant in which figure 1.0 is found. So 1.0 is the cell line. Okay? So they want us to identify an organ of a plant where we can find this cell. Okay? An organ of a plant where we can find this cell. Okay? So now, a plant has main organs. Right? A plant has got a flower, it's an organ. Then roots are organs. Right? The stem, it's an organ. Even the what? The leaves. Right? So amongst these organs, where can we find this cell? So this cell can be found in a what? In a leaf. Is it okay? So the answer is leaf. Okay? The answer is what, guys? Leaf. So the answer is leaf. Okay? That's the answer. Then they say give a reason for your answer. So reason, what reason can we give? We can say presence of chloroplast, right? Because we know that photosynthesis usually occurs in a leaf. Because a leaf contains cells which are called parasite cells, like this cells, parasite what? Parasite cell, which contains chloroplast, right? Okay? Where does photosynthesis take place? It takes place in a leaf. Where exactly? In the parasite cells. Why? Because these parasite cells contains what? Chloroplasts, which trap what? Sunlight needed for what? Chlorophyll. So you can just say presence of chloroplast. Presence of what? Chloroplasts. Are we together? Then question B. Question B. So question B is saying what? Describe two adaptation of the cell in the figure 1.0. So the adaptation of this cell for it to undergo, which enables it to undergo its function. So first and foremost, we need to identify this cell. This cell is called a parasite cell. This is a parasite cell. So what is the function of the parasite cell? This is where photosynthesis takes place. The function of the parasite cell is the site. It is a cell where photosynthesis takes place. So what they say, can you describe two adaptations of this parasite cell for it to undergo its function? They're simply talking about special features this cell has for it to undergo its function. What are the special features this parasite cell has for it to undergo its function of photosynthesis? Is number one, it has a rectangular shape which increases its surface area. So it has a rectangular shape which increases surface area. Are we moving together? Then number two, it has a lot of chloroplasts which trap which contains chlorophyll, which traps sunlight. So I've talked about two. One of the adaptations is what I said. This one has got a rectangular shape. Now this rectangular shape, it increases the surface area. Then number two, the parasite cells, they contain chloroplast. A lot of chloroplast is chloroplast, okay? Which trap which contains chlorophyll to trap let me write first, some of you. So you say number one, it has numerous chloroplasts. Number two, it has a rectangular shape that increases its surface area. Okay? Are we clear? Then the last question is saying what? Explain what would happen to the cell in figure 1.0 if it was placed in the test tube containing distilled water. Okay? So it's like if we place a plant cell, okay, in a hypotonic solution, what happens? Okay? If we place this is a plant cell, so we know if we place a plant cell in a hypotonic solution, it won't burst, unless it was an animal cell. Now since this is a plant cell, it won't burst. Are we moving together? Yes. So what's going to happen is this cell is going to what? It's going to start absorbing water. Okay? It will start gaining water molecules. Okay? By osmosis. Then it's going to become touched. Yes. Okay? So you say the cell will gain water by osmosis and become touched. Are we together? So you say this is what question you want. Which question you see? Say the cell will gain water by what process? By osmosis, and become tight. Okay? So when they say we place this cell in distilled water, it falls under hypotonic. Are we together? So this one is going to what? It's going to gain water by osmosis and become what? Tight. It won't pass time. Just become what? Tight. Okay? So these are the answers to question number 1 of 2020 paper 2 G.C.E. Let us look at question number 2. A question on dentition and nutrition. Okay? It's saying, where is this? Okay? Have you written this? Can I have this part?
Yes.
Or maybe that other part? This part?
Yes.
This part?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. No way. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at question number 2, a question on dentition. Okay, so what is this question saying? So the question is saying, figure 2.0 shows the internal structure of a tooth. Okay, so we have this structure. Okay, so this one can be what? Can be the premolar or the molar. Okay, this one can be a molar or what? Premolar. Are we together? Looking at the structure. Are we together, guys? Okay? Then, question A. It's saying, name the parts labeled D and E. Name the part labeled D and what? E. They want us to identify these parts. Only D and what? E. Are we moving together? So you know F, this is our enamel, right? This is our enamel. F, this is our enamel. Then what is D? This is what we call the nerve ending, right? What we call the nerve, nerve ending. Okay, just the nerve, right? Okay, just the nerve. The nerve. Then what is our E? This is our dentine, right? E, this is our dentine. E, this is our dentine. So D, this is our nerve. Then E, this is our dentine. So let's write. So solutions. Okay. Question A, Roman numeral 1. They want us to identify the parts D, which is what? Our nerve. Then, what is our E? E, we are saying this is our what? Dentine, eh? Dentine. Okay. Then we can proceed. Question B. Question B, it says explain what happens to the part labeled F. So the part labeled F says the enamel, right? So what happens to the what? To the enamel, okay, during tooth decay. What happens to the enamel during what? Tooth decay. Are we moving together? What happens to the enamel during what? Tooth what? Tooth decay. What happens to this part? This part, the enamel, right? What happens? Okay, during what? Tooth decay. Are we together? So now, during tooth decay, what happens is, let's say, on the surface of this enamel, let's say we have got food particles which remain on this eye. Food particles, let's say we have got some food particles which remain on this surface on top of, let's say, this enamel, and in between, let's say, we have, let's say, we have a tooth like this, another, let's say, tooth like this. So let's say in between these two, let's say we have got food particles. Now let's say these food particles which remain, they contain bacteria. Okay? Now the bacteria is going to undergo what you call fermentation. Okay? When the bacteria undergoes fermentation, the bacteria releases acid. Okay? Now that acid is going to dissolve the calcium salts, okay, of this enamel, hence forming what you call a cavity. Start forming a cavity like a wine. Yes. So what happens, I'm saying, if you have food particles between the teeth, you have food particles on top of the enamel. Okay, the bacteria, let's say, in that food particle, will start undergoing what you call fermentation, okay, which is anaerobic respiration. In that fermentation, remember, in that fermentation, the product is what? Acid. Okay, acid is one of the products. So that acid, okay, it will start what? Dissolving this enamel, the calcium salts, which makes up this enamel. Okay, so as the calcium salts are being dissolved by the acid, the cavity will start developing. Okay, so we are saying, let me just write and explain properly. So we say B, Roman numeral 1, we are saying the bacteria